Can you believe it? Colorado Avalanche, your Stanley Cup champions. They beat the Tampa Bay Lightning 2-1 in Game 6. This is a look at live shot from downtown Denver. Yes, there's some big crowds out in the streets. It's been relatively under control.
Yeah.
We've had a few pockets here and there with some problems, but mostly people are just overjoyed.
People are happy. This has been a heck of a playoff series, and the Avalanche capped it off tonight. Take a look at this. The Avs with that legendary trophy on the ice together. It might have a little dent in it because as they were skating it over to that picture, it kind of hit the ground, but that's okay.
That's okay.
We haven't gotten to see that image in 21 years in Denver. What a feeling. Rod Mackey joins us now to break down this game where the Avs just kind of took over in the third period and said, we're going to win this trophy.
Nicholas Aube-Kubel with a little slippage there as he skated across to the Stanley Cup for the team picture and then got called out on live television, but it was good stuff. Mission 16W, mission accomplished. The Avs went 16-4 in the playoffs, 2 sweeps, 2 series that ended 4-2, and that included tonight as they did it for the first time since 2001, won the Stanley Cup championship, won it in Florida just like they did back in 1996. Slow start for the good guys. Steven Stamkos the first to find the net. Lightning on top, 1-0. Tampa scored 1 in the first. Colorado 2 in the second. Nathan MacKinnon and Arturi Lehkonen got the goals. Lehkonen's goal was the go-ahead goal, the game-winning goal. Thanks for bringing him aboard, Super Joe. Third period, all about defense. Barely a puck got through. And the one that did got saved. Your Colorado Avalanche win the game 2-1, take the series 4-2 for Stanley Cup number 3. Let's go live now back to Tampa. Ariel Orsuto standing by with Mikko Rantanen. Ariel.
Guys, I've got Mikko Rantanen here, and Mikko, just first of all, what are you feeling right now?
It's hard to describe with any kind of words, you know, the feeling that we have, all of us, and sharing this with this amazing team, you know, it's crazy, and obviously my family too here, all of it, so no words.
The moment the cup was handed to you and you were able to lift it over your head, bring me into that moment.
Yeah, it's surreal, you know, that's what you dream of when you watch hockey when you're 5 years old, and just dream about playing in the NHL, and you never really like think about winning it until it's actually there, and it's hard to describe. I'm so happy.
We talked about all the guys you won it alongside. You won it with Gabe, with Nate, all of them, with EJ, the guys you've been with this whole time. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. You know, we had some tough times, especially my rookie year. You know, we last in the league, and 6 years after, we're hoisting the cup. So it's surreal, and it's great to share it with those three guys, and everybody's battled through it. You know, we had some adversity last couple of years, and we just reset every summer, get better, and now we got the prize for it.
The journey, all those scars, everything, was it worth it?
For sure, yeah. All the ice bags through the year, all the injuries, and everything is worth after this. You know, hoisting the cup and sharing it with the family and the team.
Well, now you can take all those ice baths, you can take all that rest, you can enjoy yourself.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Right,
really appreciate you. It's Mikko Rantanen, an absolute star in this series, led the team in assists. That's back to you, Rod.
Ariel, thank you. Mikko mentioned family. Check out Twitter. There's a picture of Mikko with his grandparents. It is absolutely priceless. Speaking of family, Cale Makar is at the podium right now with his brother next to him and the Conn Smythe next to him as well.
Overall, I felt like it's obviously tough. It's tough in warm climates like this. Your ice gets soft, so you have to drive the legs, maybe take a little bit shorter shifts. But I feel like for the guys, we managed that really well tonight.
Last row on the left, Mike.
Cale, you said before the final that their team looking to have a dynasty and that you guys were trying to start a legacy. You started one. With the core that you guys have and the age of the guys in that core, might we see you guys again in the final and maybe with your younger brother in tow?
Yeah, you never know. Maybe a few years down the road, he's got some work to do at UMass still. But But like you said, the core of this team is here to stay for a while, and it's like I said, it's so exciting to be on a team with so many good guys, and just to be able to experience that. But there were so many great things throughout the year. Obviously, we picked up some really key guys at the trade deadline, and guys that will hopefully be sticking around. So we have a lot of work to do on that front, but it's awesome to see the core group be able to experience this.
Let's move from the defenseman to the goalie. Darcy Kuemper standing by right now with Ariel.
All right, guys, I'm live here with Darcy Kuemper. Darcy, what are you feeling right now?
I mean, this is so special, and you know, this group, we did it, and it's a surreal feeling. Just trying to soak it all in.
You were soaking it in with all of your family just now. To have all of them here, to have so many people supporting you, what does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be here without my family. So to have them here to celebrate, it's incredible. It's amazing, and I'm just so glad they're here.
To also know that there's just so much support back in Denver. Everybody was behind you. What does that also mean to you?
Can't wait to get back and celebrate with the fans and the whole city, and you know, it's going to be special. And best fans in the world. They make it fun to play, and I can't wait to celebrate with them.
That parade down Civic Center Park is going to be amazing. How are you looking forward to that?
I can't wait. It's going to be amazing, like you said.
What went through your mind when you lifted the cup above your head?
You know, I'm not really too sure. It was such a blur, but you know, it's something we've all dreamt about our whole lives, and you know, to have it come true and all of a sudden be real is, you know, it's so special.
Lastly, you dreamt about the cup. Have you already thought about what you're going to do when you get to have your day with the cup?
I haven't, but my dad was just telling me some plans that he's already come up with, so maybe I'll lean on him.
Anything that's like safe to share on TV?
Well, my dad's a police officer, so he's been talking to the chief about maybe having it, you know, having it and showing it to the guys. So
that's fantastic. Darcy Kuemper, thank you so much.
Thank
Congratulations.
Oh, that's
Ariel,
wonderful.
thank you. I'll tell you, Darcy's jaw has to be so sore because he gets the award for smiling nonstop.
Yeah.
We heard from him in the 9 o'clock show. He was smiling the whole time now, ear to ear. So happy for the goalie, again, who Joe Sakic just brought aboard at the start of the season, and it certainly paid dividends.
And he stuck with during the playoffs when there were some noises.
He gave up some soft goals, no doubt, but when it mattered most, we talked about that third period tonight. The Lightning didn't have many shots on goal. They had one quality shot at the very end, and he saved it, saving the cup, giving cup number 3 to the Colorado Avalanche.
Plus, you can't help but like him. He's one of the most likable guys on the team, just always cheerful and happy, even during the tough times, even during the injuries. He's kind of helped this team get through. We want to get downtown right now. Mark Salinger is out with, well, he's out in front of Ball Arena, where he had one of the best seats in the house to watch the game.
Yeah.
Mark, on that giant TV inside Ball Arena. What's the atmosphere like that right now?
Yeah, it's hard to have a better seat than inside on the Jumbotron watching all of that happen. The last 5 minutes of that game, people were just holding their breaths, and now they can celebrate. There's a pretty constant stream of people cheering or honking their horns as they drive down the street, but I want to show you what it was like inside just a little bit ago. Take a listen to how they celebrated as the Avalanche won the Stanley Cup. Just absolutely electric inside Ball Arena as people watched and saw that Colorado Avalanche win the Stanley Cup for the first time in more than 2 decades. Of course, people then started streaming out into the arena and into lower downtown. Everybody was extremely excited, to say the least.
I feel invincible. This is a dream. Absolute dream. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say even a little bit.
Oh, it's Cloud 9. We've been waiting so many years. We grew up. We grew up watching the game. It's ours. The cup is ours in Denver.
Of course, the game wasn't in Denver today, but there was a sold-out crowd inside Ball Arena watching it on the big screen as people continue to file out here. As far as everything goes here in Ball Arena, outside Ball Arena, it's pretty quiet right now. Of course, people are streaming out from here and taking their parties elsewhere. As I'm sure you've seen, there are a lot of people out in downtown Denver tonight.
We heard there were going to be, obviously a tremendous response from police, making sure everybody got safely to their cars and got out and about. It seems like so far things have gone pretty well.
As soon as you walked out of Ball Arena, there was a line of Denver police officers, and they almost stood there as a reminder, hey, don't do anything dumb tonight. We're here watching you. You see the helicopter watching above overhead. But they were a long line of police officers there, and they weren't doing anything other than just, hey, we're here.
It's a great motto. Don't do anything dumb tonight.
I know.
I love it.
I think his ears are still going to be ringing
celebrate
later tonight. That crowd was insane.
Mark, that guy with the blue face paint.
fun.
Where was your blue face paint, by the way?
Left it at home.
I had to wash it off before I went on TV. I had it on earlier, but I was told that I couldn't have it on TV.
Yeah.
All right, Mark Salinger.
I also had the mohawk.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's standard. You have that every day. Mark Salinger, downtown Denver. Mark, thank you.
Okay, here's a look at Sky 9. We've talked about there are a couple of different crowded areas. We know a lot of people gathered at McGregor Square, and then you have Ball Arena and Blake Street Tavern. So there are a lot of folks hanging around in lower downtown.
Yeah.
Pretty excited. They want to be together. We've seen everybody hugging on one another, screaming and yelling. Yes, there have been a few fireworks going off here and there, but things have been relatively tame all the way around.
Appears to be a pretty good cardiovascular workout there,
yes,
too.
It is.
A lot of jumping, a lot of dancing.
You had your own version of that, watching it in the newsroom.
With
a suit on.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get this dry cleaned. We want to get to 9 News reporter Jaleesa Irizarry, who's over Larimer Square. You know, the spot where all the jerseys are hanging. Jaleesa, what's the scene there?
Yes, we are at Larimer Square where fans are starting to fill in, but of course we are expecting a few more. But the few fans that we have are specifically at 15th and Larimer, where of course is the only open bar on the block right now. So of course that is where people are gathering, but you know, they're expecting a few more to join them, and the businesses around here are expecting that too, because within seconds of the game being over, I'm saying literal seconds as the buzzer went off, some of the restaurants grabbed their chairs and tables and began to haul them inside very, very quickly, knowing that fans were going to come down here. They know how busy things can get when fans are celebrating winning the Stanley Cup for the first time in 20 years. And we've heard a few chants as fans walk throughout, but nothing too crazy right now. We've seen a few security guards in the area begin to walk around and emergency vehicles kind of circling but the block. But so far, the few fans that we have seen out here are on their best behavior, we're going to say, and we hope that it stays that way, because obviously we want everyone to be safe this evening. We might have to start our own chant right now, honestly, to get things liveling up around here.
You're in a perfect spot to do that, Jaleesa. Just we got the cup. I like how it changed from we want the cup to we got the cup.
Yeah,
Okay.
But it's great. I mean, Denver's in the spotlight. So many people from around the country watching this game. I mean, it's been a great series. Even if you didn't have, one team on your, you weren't cheering for one team. It's a great series.
It was. I mean, you got the best team in the NHL against the back-to-back champions.
Yeah.
I mean, this was it. I mean, the Lightning were looking to do something that hadn't happened since the early '80s, and that's when 3 straight Stanley Cup championships. And boy, when they were cut this thing to 3 games to 2 and scored in the first period, you're like, uh-oh, this might happen. And the Avalanche said, that's enough. We're the best team. We've got through the second round. We're going to prove it. And again, for the first time in 21 long years, we've got a parade coming.
This is the Stanley Cup final that everyone wanted to see in hockey. The 2 best teams in the league playing each other.
A lot of people invested.
And a bunch of really good hockey games. There were 2 blowouts. The Avs had one, the Lightning had one. But the rest in the middle.
2 overtime games.
2 overtime games were great games.
It was a great series, period, for the. I mean, we mentioned they finished 16-4, which looks like it's pretty dominant. They had 6 overtime games. They won 5 of those games, showing you how clutch this Colorado Avalanche team truly is.
So Colorado, we know how to throw a parade. We've had some Super Bowl victories, and we've had a couple of Stanley Cups before this. Now we're even, the Broncos and the Avalanche 3-3.
Mm-hmm.
Colorado will be celebrating with a parade on Thursday, so if you can get out of work, it might be a good idea.
Yeah, work up some sort of sickness right now. It'll start with a rally at 9 a.m. at Civic Center Park. Then the parade will start at 10 o'clock at Union Station. So look forward to that. It's going to be crowded downtown. Downtown is electric
What a day
right
for a
now.
parade.
Pretty cool. We'll be right back.